Hey there, Sarah Voronov here, sharing with you my Rebirthing Breathwork practitioner training. I am at session 34 or 35. That is something for another day. I'll explain at the end. There's just been a confusion with where I am in the breathwork process. We have agreements with it's meant to be 36 sessions, and then I think some people were at 35 and some people were at 36, and now, anyway, I've got 2 more sessions left after this. And, oh wow, where to begin? It's been a few weeks since my last breathwork session, and in that time, a few things have come up, and as I'm getting towards the end of my practitioner training, my mind has been going to stage 3, where you start to get to do exchanges, and you will be running, your own retreat as a part of the course. So my mind has been going through all of that, reaching out to places, figuring out how much it would be to hire a space, how that would come into costing, how much do I want to charge, and all this sort of stuff, and what kind of do I need to have a mattress for people to breathe on, or is a yoga mat okay? And so I brought all of those questions, as well as all this other stuff that was moving, to my breathwork session. And it ended up being part of my material, where basically the facilitator was saying that I'm still in stage 1, really curious, that it's only natural that you'd want to feel prepared, this feeling of going into stage 3, you get all this information, and what this might be getting me in touch with. And it is that feeling of being prepared, and that has been a pattern for me. Give me all the information, let me feel prepared, in the sense of then I will know what to expect, how to move, all that sort of stuff. And I didn't see that clearly at the time, and this is why having facilitators, having people around you, is really great to reflect back what you can't see. And there was also with the facilitator, so I had one that was constantly there for most of the sessions, and she had a baby and then came back, and then other people were in there in between. And then with her coming back after a bit of maternity leave, I had this feeling of abandonment, oh, you left, and now and I finally got settled with someone else, and now you expect to come back. And I was very consciously aware that this is my material, because obviously they haven't, done that. No one's doing anything to me. So yeah, it's just been in that process of being aware of, I think that's a lesson for life, being aware of where people are maybe activating things within you, but it's not them, it's the opportunity of the situation, of the person and that experience. So, that was one thread. It was all the prepared feeling, and kind of the question of where was my intention? What is it that I was really wanting? Well, that's right. I'm really excited with all this herbal energetic medicine that I've been called to go towards, because I am a naturopath as well, but I've learnt about my herbs in almost a scientific way, where I didn't really get to learn much of the energetics and looking at the body and the person through the energetic field of where is the elements of fire, earth, and water. And anyway, I won't go on that tangent, but that's where I feel I'm going towards. And there was this theme of feeling I have to do, feel resolved, finish things off over here before I can move forward and do the things that I want. So I brought that all into my breathe. And I think, what was my intention? I'm looking at my book here, and oh, that's right. I wanted to feel fully abundant, overflowing with finances. So it's that's all taken care of. It's this flowing wheel, and then I can move towards being fully immersed in all this energetic herbalism, all this stuff that I feel really called to. And the question of what would it give me is that feeling of freedom, of peace, of joy, of not needing to know all the answers before being able to move through, and being able to be fully present and move forward. And so my breathwork session led me in so many places, but the last few sessions I've been getting to this space where I'm like, I get to this point, my body feels like fine and relaxed, my mind is okay, and I'm like, there's nothing to work on, there's nothing to do, and then I don't know what to do. Do I just stay with the feelings? Do I stay with it for a little bit? And then I put my hand up and to dialogue, to start talking with a facilitator about what's happening. And it's always that process of just putting your hand up to start talking and verbalizing what's happening that things start to shift. And there were so many things that was around releasing, around feeling like I was making something out of nothing. And that was very much something that was said to me a lot growing up. And then I was starting getting frustrated with the fact of this repeating pattern. And it's funny now when I think about it, because I needed to go through the process of repeating, releasing the feeling of repeating, to feel like it's okay to repeat. Because so often in life we feel like, oh, I need to be resolved. I need to feel like this area is complete. I need to feel okay. When in fact, we have themes and we have patterns, and stuff gets reflected back to us constantly in life. And we're just in this cycle that's moving. And I think I had attached a lot of meaning to repeating something. Like if you work on something, it should be gone and you don't need to worry or work on that area again. But without any attached meaning, I was able to just to feel and see like, oh, you just be with it. You just go, oh, it's here. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's here. Oh, it's gone. And I had a lot of like sensations of being aware of like my mind wanting to solve things, but my body feeling okay. And then to be with it and to be the observer of my mind, to be the observer of my body. I have both of those things, but I am not those things. And so that was super helpful as well. And I'm just looking at what else I wrote down. Yeah, that was the main thing. Like, and then also, it's so simple now that you say it out loud, but it's like, I know what I know, and I don't know what I don't know. And that's okay. And like, when I don't have a solution, or I can't solve something for myself, or don't have a solution, or can't solve things for other people, or my kids, or someone else, it's like, well, then all that you can do is be with the feelings in your body, to be with the thoughts in your mind, and just to be with them. Not do anything with them, but just to be with it. And then because like that is all you can do. And like that just feels like so much more freeing. I had all this like unconsciously created all this pressure on feeling resolved, or feeling like having to have the answers. And it's like, with all of that gone, yeah, there is freedom, there is space. It is okay just to move, which is all of my intention that I had at the start. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for myself to kind of see how I interact with life from this space. Also, the other thing is like, when you come up in contact with like the same material, the same theme or something, it's like you are not the same person. So even all those times I repeated stuff, there was still things releasing and shifting, and I'm not like the same person that I kept coming in contact with all that stuff. So I wonder if hopefully that was helpful for someone to listen to. And if you have any questions about breath work or my process, pop them below. Yeah, I've got 2 more breathes. We'll see where they lead me. And I think I've said it before that oftentimes when you get towards the end of something, it can mimic the feeling of transitions, of how it felt in birth. And so for one of my very last breaths, potentially I might be by myself and I won't have like any other like sitters with me. I don't know, it depends if other people jump in, but I'm interested to see what that brings up and where we go from here. So if you've watched this far, thank you for your time, and connect with you soon. Bye.